Hey everyone, all right, so you want to hear my theory on what's happening right now, okay? A lot of agents who are saying, I'm not doing very good, I'm not selling all that stuff, I don't know what's happening, why am I not doing really well? Or I'm hearing team owners going, why is my team not producing? Or I'm hearing brokerage owners going, I don't understand what's happening here. Well, here's my theory on it, okay? And whether you agree or don't agree, I'm right. So that's my story. Anyway, I'm always right, come on. Everybody should know that by now. So here's my theory on this. I'm in Ontario, so I'm going to use Ontario as an example. Almost every city in Ontario has been in a seller's market for at least 10 years, okay? If you go back and you look at the annual price growth per year, okay, a seller's market to me is anything over 4.9% or higher price growth per year. If you're in a balanced market, that's usually 1% to 4.9%, and a buyer's market is price growth of 1% or lower per year. Now, we are in a correction period, so the last year we've been negative. Okay, so we've been in a buyer's market, and we're probably a buyer's market this year as well by the end of the year. But leading up to this, the last 10 years for the most part, we've been in a seller's market. And so when was the last time we were actually in a full-blown buyer's market in Ontario? Over 10 years ago, 10, 11, 12, 15 years ago, okay? So that was the last time. Now, why is this important information? Well, think of it this way. In a seller's market, it is easy. I don't care what anybody says. You can list a house and usually you're going to get obscene prices, which is great, and the sellers are going to be super happy. And if you do, you're going to get multiple offers, and that's great news too. So how hard is it really, skill level wise, to sell in a seller's market? You do an open house, 40 people come through, you'll pick up a bunch of buyers. Guess what? You can easily explain to the buyers, guess what? We're in a seller's market. You better move fast, better put the price in. You know, if they buy quickly, it doesn't really require a heavy amount of skills. I'm going to be honest with you. All right. So that's the market. If you notice, for almost 8 years, we had TikTok videos of, all these realtors goofing around, having fun, making fun of things. And, oh, look at this, look at that. Ah, ha, ha. We're in our next new listing. Look at me, look at me. Guess what? I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying, where did all that go? Oh, that's right. It isn't a seller's market anymore. Ain't so easy, is it? So then what happens is then we reach balanced markets. Balanced markets are where you need to develop your skills. In a seller's market, you need no skills. You're good to go, okay? Very minimal. In a balanced market is where you go to build your skills. You're not under extreme pressure to sell, not under extreme pressure to buy. So I call that the skill building phase. Now, again, in the last 10 to 15 years, we've maybe been in a balanced market, for a year or 2 years. And usually it was in excess of 9 years ago. So if you've been in real estate less than 9 years, you probably haven't experienced any significant balanced markets. Maybe 1 year, I think it was in 2018, we had a bit of a balanced market. But again, a little bit of an anomaly, okay? It wasn't long enough. Okay, so the skill building phase of a balanced market is where realtors go to develop their skills. You can play around with your skills. You got to get a little strong in one area. You learn about another area. Then you have the buyer's market. A buyer's market requires high level skills. Okay, it is the polar opposite of the seller's market. You need more appointments, more clients. You need to know how to lead generate. You need to know how to close buyers. You need to know how to move them forward. 50% of your clients end up deciding they don't want to do things. Sellers want more money. You have to learn to work with them. Listings are staying on the market longer. What is lead generation? What is marketing? What am I supposed to do? Why are my cute TikTok videos not working? Not really understanding this. Okay, so that's the biggest thing that I look at, is that a buyer's market, you need the skills already. You don't develop the skills in a buyer's market, because then you're going to do what we're seeing today, people suffering with sales. So we're seeing confusion around that. So it makes logical sense. And I'm a very logical person. It's like, if we have not been in a balanced market for a very long time, then when did agents actually build their skills? When did they ever focus on building skills to survive in a full-fledged buyer's market? And how rapidly did COVID take us from the most extreme seller's market, which already was a seller's market leading up to it for many years? It took us from extreme seller's market, smashed us right into a buyer's market. So where did the skill building go? You had what I refer to as some of the easiest markets ever, my AKA best years, as I like to hear realtors say all the time, and then it smashes into a buyer's market. And of course, if you don't have skills, how are you going to survive? You're going to have hard skills because guess what? The sales aren't going to happen. You're going to have to build them up. You're going to have to do a lot of work to build your skills. Okay. And that's why you have so many agents who are deers in the headlights right now running around. So the message really is that, you need to work on your skills. Teams need to work on skills. You need to bring in coaches that are skill driven. You need to have skill driven training. You need to focus your offices. If you're an owner, broker owner, you need to focus on building skills. It's the hardest, most rapid thing you're going to have to do now. Are we going to be in this market for long? Probably not, but at least another year, you're going to have to really have high level of skills, and you might as well learn them now. But that's the thing that you can't beat yourself up over. If you're struggling in today's market, that's why it's happened. A seller's market does not require a heavy amount of skill building, okay? It's a very easy market when you're in a seller's market. The middle market, balanced market is where you go to develop the skills. It's that sweet spot where some of these realtors or people who've been in the industry for, let's say, 15 or 20 years, why are they doing so well right now? Because they have the skills to survive in it. They've been there and done that. They're not freaked out. They know how to sell. They remember this. They're okay with it. They have the skills, so they're surviving. It's the realtors who have not experienced a balanced market and were thrown from a high seller's market right into a buyer's market, that is the correctional period, that are suffering right now. So don't give up on it. What I would suggest that you do is you understand that, guess what? This is going to require you to find skills, build them, learn how to cultivate leads, learn how to convert them, learn how to double down on lead generation, learn what you love about lead generation, what you hate about lead generation, what is working, what is not, what scripts. Get back to the stuff that is skill development level. I cannot stress enough how important that is. And once you develop that, you'll be able to succeed in a buyer's market. But you'll also remember, because I don't think we're going to stay in a balanced market again for much longer. I think we're going to do a flip-flop. I think we're going to be pushed right back into the seller's market. But until that happens, don't negate the importance right now of building your skills at a high level. So now that you understand it, just remember, you know what? A seller's market is that 4.9% or higher with price growth. You know what? A balanced market is 1 to 4.9%-ish. And then underneath that, a buyer's market is 1% decline in prices, 1% or lower in price decline per year. And then what you're going to see, again, is that, like I said, seller's market, you need no skills. So if you didn't build your skills in a seller's market, you're going to be struggling right now because we didn't have a balanced market. So if you're less than 8 years, 9 years in the business, this is what you're going through. And I don't want you to panic, like I said. Just develop your skills, start working them out, reach out to us if you need help with this kind of stuff. But remember, it's not about doing more. It's about honing in and nailing those skills to the point where you can actually succeed in this market. Because the market requires, it's a high skill level driven market. And once you balance the two and you get better at your skills and focusing on the top 3 skills that are going to make you succeed in this market, then you're going to see a lot of success come your way and you're going to enjoy the business a lot more. Enjoy, guys.